Table saw not coming on. So what's wrong? Let's figure it out. Got power here, got indicator here, tells me the cord's working. For a moment, so we can flip this over, take a look. Okay, I need a screwdriver. I'm just going to remove these 4 screws and get that switch pulled out as much as we can. It'll come out a little bit, but we're really going to have to flip the saw back up on its top again to see what's going on. So now that we have the 4 screws out, you can see that cover is loose, so we can see what's going on behind that switch. We've got 2 sets of wires. You got your cord coming in with your power. You go through the switch, then you've got a cord going to the motor. Pretty simple circuit. So not much to go wrong there besides the switch. So, okay, we're going to get this cheapo meter here. We're going to put it on ohms, check continuity. What that means is whenever there is a continuous path, you'll get 0. And that's what you should get through a switch. You should get 0 when the switch switches. Okay. So over here I have the switch in the off position. I should get nothing, just like I'm not touching the leads together. Turn it to the on position. I should get 0. I'm still getting infinity. Check both sides of the switch. Both sides of the switch, same result. Okay? Let's go ahead and pop that switch all the way out. Oh, that was easier. There are no overloads visible. Anything we can change on this switch. So now with the switch here, we can take the switch out of the holder. Get a little screwdriver. Stick the screwdriver in there and release the catch. Okay. Now we see this is a spring-loaded switch. Pushes in, makes a set of contacts which we can't see. We got good solid connection there. Shoving this in is not making the connection. So the contactors inside the switch are probably burnt up. So what I found at the local electronics store was a rocker switch. It's just a 2-pole single throw, meaning 2 poles. So this set of poles and that set of poles. Single throw, meaning it switches one way. So basically an on-off switch that switches 2 legs. So that's the same effect. That's what I had here. This was a double pole single throw switch, and this will fit into the same hole as this. What I lose is the bigger switch, the probably what was required by Underwriter's Laboratory for the OEM for the saw, having a big switch. For me, personal use at home, I don't need the big e-stop style switch. Just a regular on-off switch is just fine. If you're using this in manufacturing or in a OSHA regulated industry, then you probably would have to stick with the big red flag button. But I don't need that. I just need this. Let's verify how it works. Gonna put the ohm meter over here on the ohms scale. With the switch in this position, what do I have? I've got nothing there,
I've got continuity from here to here and from here to here. So that would be my on position. So I will mount it this orientation. And then my off position, we'll see the continuity. Probably can't see the meter in the screen. Maybe. So this is my on position. I have 0 ohms. And then in the off position, I have infinity or open. And I've got 2 poles that do the same thing. Closed or on, and open or off. So this switch works just fine. Up position's on, or this has to be the up orientation. Okay, let's stick it in the saw. So I'm going to leave the saw upside down so we can see the wiring, but this was the up position. I mean, it's on right now. So I'll stick that in there. It fits a little loosely, but it fits. I'm going to snug that up a bit here. So it's going to loosely put a couple laps of electrical tape on here just to snug up the fit. Still in the on position. Nice tight fit there. We're good. All I have to do is connect the wires. In the on position, I'm switching these 2 terminals to these 2 terminals. So, got my power coming in, the power cord here. That'd be these here. The power coming in, I'm going to put on the bottom. And the only thing I have to be careful of here is I want to keep my, like I have the blacks on, because you're right. So I'm going to put the black going to the motor on the right side over here. And then the white one going to the motor on this side over here. I'm going to get that out of the way so I can see. Okay. That looks good. I'm gonna, since I have access here, go ahead and put one more wrap of tape around that post install here to help keep it in the hole. Alright, now we're good. Now let's put this cover back on, which is, we had the green wires coming out of this little slot on the side. We got the screws, put them back in the front there.
So now we'll just put these screws back into that switch through the front and into that plastic box on the back there. Put a couple of them in from the position I'm in just to hold everything in place. And then, as I like for work to be as easy as possible, I'll go ahead and turn it right side up so I can get to the other screw.
Ooh. Should be in the off position. That part worked. Get over here where you can see the all the action here. So should come on.
And that's how that works. That's another successful repair. If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful in any way, please go ahead and like and subscribe. We appreciate you watching. See you next time.